Welcome back, and over to the big story. Investigations are on into the twin blasts targeting Israeli embassy personnel. Sources have told NDTV that the investigators have ruled out the possibility of involvement of jihadi groups, but the local resident Iranian population is being probed. Investigators fear the resident Iranians could have been hired to carry out the attack. Israel has squarely blamed Iran for the attack, so there seems to be an Iranian link to the attacks in Delhi and Bangkok.
You know, Israel was very quick to point the finger at Iran soon after this incident happened. Indian authorities, at least publicly, have been more cautious. Is your information on Iran's involvement based on very specific intelligence or based on what has happened in the past?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. I would like to open by saying one thing which I think is the most important thing for us. It is heartwarming to get the messages of support, of a very close and intimate friendship from Indians and from the leadership of India. Now, you've asked an important question, and I would like to refer to it by touching upon two elements. As you well know, we do not touch upon intelligence issues and overall security issues in the public domain, but from time to time, there is advantage in looking at the forest and not only at the trees. And you are speaking here about a state, a country, Iran, that has been calling openly for this destruction of the state of Israel and for the killing of civilian innocent Israelis. You are speaking about a country that only a couple of weeks ago planned a cold-blooded assassination of the Saudi ambassador in Washington. You're speaking here about a country that more than 15 years ago planned a vicious bombing of the Israeli embassy in Buenos Aires and the Jewish Community Center in Buenos Aires.
And earlier, Home Minister P. Chidambaram confirmed that yesterday's blast was a terror attack. Chidambaram said the attack was carried out by a well-trained bomber who acted within 4 to 5 seconds, but the authorities haven't got any clue from the CCTV footage yet.
The explosion, according to the eyewitness Gopalakrishnan, happened within seconds, and we think it happened within about 4 to 5 seconds of the device being attached. So it's quite clear that a very well-trained person has committed this attack. There's also reason to believe that the target was the Israeli diplomat's wife, and therefore one has to proceed on the basis that it was a terrorist attack.
We have assured the Israeli embassy and then the Israeli authorities. I did talk to the foreign minister of Israel last night, and I reassured him that everyone in their embassy would be taken care of, and they would be given ample protection, and their establishment will be given protection.
Moving on, India and Pakistan have committed to eliminate trade barriers to strengthen the economic relationship between the two hostile neighbors. Commerce Minister Anand Sharma is leading the first bilateral visit by an Indian Commerce Minister to Pakistan, accompanied by over 100 CEOs, with the largest ever business delegation. Shweta Rajpal Kokhli reports from Pakistan.
It's a rare and historic journey being undertaken for the first time by any Indian Commerce Minister. Right here, Commerce Minister Anand Sharma walking across by foot from India into Pakistan here at the Wagah border to hold bilateral trade talks with his Pakistani counterpart over the next 3 days. At stake a number of issues, including easing up the visa rules, a dedicated integrated check post right here at the Wagah border, along with opening up more and more items to be traded across the borders.
Talks that we will have will help us to take forward the process of improving the bilateral economic engagement.
More than 100 Indian businessmen and over 250 exhibitors are also in Lahore to showcase their products to the Pakistani audience.
For the first time ever, 250 Indian exhibitors have showcased their products here at the Lahore Expo Center for the India show.
I've said there should be roaming between the two countries. The networks don't work here.
It will take a lot of time for a lot of confidence building to be done between the two nations, number one. And I think a conducive atmosphere where the investor feels that his investment is safe would have to be created.
There's a huge interest even among Pakistani businessmen to set shop in India. Shireen Khan, a Pakistani MP who opened her boutique in Amritsar last month, says she's willing to expand her business.
Obviously, it was a very bold step which I have taken. I expect Indian government also to support me, to guide me, and I plan to now take the second outlet in Delhi.
One of the long-standing demands of Indian businessmen is to ease up the visa rules, which they say continues to be the big hindrance for doing business in Pakistan. And while these business-to-business linkages certainly help, both sides admit there is a long way to go before the environment can be made more conducive and there can be a quantum jump in the $3 billion trade that we see right now between the two countries. In Lahore, with camera person Dhanpal, Shweta Rajpal Kohli for NDTV.
It's Valentine's Day today, and stay tuned to find out the sights and sounds of what went through the day after the break.